All right, good morning. We are here with two of our football coaches this morning for Coffee with Coach. We have Coach Lazenby and Coach White. Coaches, we're running into we're coming up to the end of the line of our season and have a couple weeks left. And wanted to speak on, let's give junior high a little love this morning. Coach Lazenby, I was going to ask you, I know we're 2-5, but let's talk about these cardiac kids, these heart, I don't know what we're going to call them. What would you call them this season, we were 2-5, but there's been some close games.
Right.
We like to give people the lead just to make things interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell us, highlight some of our kids that are go-to players there?
Well, first of all, these kids are, the way I always describe them to anybody who asks is they have a tremendous amount of grit to them.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
It don't matter what the situation is, how much is stacked against them, they continue to fight hard for each other no matter what the situation is. And that's, as a coach, you can't ask for anything more from that.
That's going to pay off.
Tremendously.
The
I
older they
think, in the
get,
future,
if
yes.
they'll stay and gel together.
Yep.
Coach White would ask you. There's comes with a certain buy-in to a program. First year coach trying to get some stuff established across the board. What would you say about this junior high bunch, even down in the 7th grade, about the buy-in to what you guys are trying to sell?
Well, I just think it's that they've been so ready and excited for a program. I'm not going to pat myself on the back or our coach staff on the back too much, but something that's new and energetic, and so it's just a testament to those kids. I mean, everything that we've asked of them, they've accomplished, and even if it might be cheesy or silly to them, some of the older kids, but they don't care. They buy into whatever that we do, and you hear them hooping and hollering on the sidelines, but it goes all the way down to practice, and even in the weight room. Like Coach Lazenby, I think he can attest to this. I mean, within weeks of me arriving in Waldron back in the spring, they were buying into to the precedents we set in the weight room.
Yep.
And so it started early on. It wasn't a thing that started this football season itself, which has flown by the way.
Yes.
You said earlier, we're getting towards the end of the season. My gosh, it goes faster and faster every year, but that proves you that you're having fun.
Yeah.
The good times go by fast, but it's just a testament to the junior high kids, their parents. They're a fun group to coach. I think I maybe mentioned this earlier in the season. One of the most fun groups I've coached in junior high. I haven't had fun on Thursday nights in a long time, but I look forward to Thursdays every week. So and this Thursday included.
Right, Coach Lazenby, talk about a couple of things you need to just impact. And I'm not just talking about names that get called out on the loudspeaker. I'm talking about just in practice, leadership, some impact players that we can highlight for that junior high squad.
Well, I mean, the number one leader, I got two of them right now, and they're both playing the backfield, and they're both 9th graders, is Eli Cluthy and Jackson Brown.
Right.
Both those guys really lead in the right way. They practice hard every day, and they just lead by example.
Right.
I mean, they're great examples for some of these younger kids to follow behind. And then some young kids that have shown to have some real true grit about them is Austin Hudson.
Oh man.
I don't think I've ever seen an 8th grader run near as hard as that kid does. Juking and jiving.
Yeah.
Even with his smaller stature, that kid plays like he's 10 foot tall.
Yeah. Well, and he has. He has just a brain for the game of football. Like I've seen him on the field just a couple of times, for sure. Knowing where the sticks are, knowing what he's got to do to get the first down, and not just taking the easy way out. He's going to go do what he's got to do. So.
Well, like at Ashtown, when we threw him that pass, a little out route, and he stretched out to get that first down before going out.
You don't see that in a lot of young kids.
That's some good game IQ right there.
Yeah. Anybody else? I know there's several. We can't start naming names.
Well,
I'm just saying those three are the impact.
Here lately, and we've been really surprised about it and really been liking it, is Nicefero.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, on Thursday night at Arkadelphia,
awesome.
He gave the kids a good speech right before kickoff, and me and Coach kind of looked at each other like, all right, this kid's emerging as a potential leader for this 9th grade group, and we're super excited.
Wow,
about
yeah, that's a surprise.
Sometimes when you have a kid that steps up and says they have something to say, you're kind of taken aback. You're like, this could go right. But I tell you what, Nicefero, he delivered an amazing little pregame speech right there before the opening kickoff. He's got the ball and the tee in his hand. And he talks about how it doesn't matter what's across their jersey, it's about us. And it kind of struck my heartstrings. It was awesome. And so, yes, Nicefro has really, really stepped up as well. I'll tell you who I'm proud of, if you don't mind me kind of giving my 2 cents. The entire offensive defensive line of that group, because there's so many of them, and so we've got to split a lot of reps. If you'll see on Thursday nights, we're rolling in D linemen like crazy. Guys like Logan Marcellus and Zach Cagle, Aaron Holt, that might not get the starting spot, but are huge role players for us.
Yep.
Those guys have made tremendous strides with limited amount of practice time.
Right.
And then of course, your John Bogguses, your Copelands, and Evan Owens. Those guys are doing a tremendous job. David Mondragon, who, and don't get me wrong, he's never played.
No, this is his first year.
First year playing, and David Mondragon and John Boggus have also been stepping up, helping us out with senior hour practice too. So, proud of those guys.
Yeah, it's good to see the leadership that I see even on the sideline when you guys probably have your backs to them. But just there's some good things going on with that group. So this week we have our last home game at Bulldog Stadium Thursday night with our junior high play in Nashville, and then of course we travel to the University of Nashville on Friday night. Coach, either one of y'all just kind of briefly talk about what Nashville brings to the table.
Well, in junior high, they're going to have a whole lot of speed, and they're going to try to utilize that speed on the edge a lot. So you'll want to see a lot of outside runs with those guys. Number 6, the quarterback, he's really a fast kid, and he's going to be the number 1 target that we try to slow down out of the gate because he gets most of the yards on Thursday nights.
I mean, it's carbon copy in senior high. I mean, they've got some athletes. I'll tell you what, they've got a running back, number 2. He can go. I'd put him up there in that same tier as Dupree from Malvern. He's got some good hips on him, good back. The lefty quarterback who throws a good ball, throws a really good intermediate ball, throws their quick game, their screen game extremely well. And so we're really going to have to space out our defense. We're going to gamble a little bit on defense this week, so I'm pretty excited about what Coach Sykes, Coach Ward, and myself, and Coach Hudson dialed up on the defense side of the ball. Got some threats outside, some pretty good receivers, and I tell you what, some stout defensive ends. But I'll tell you what, I'm still confident going into this game. We had an awesome practice yesterday, and so we started the week off right. And if we carry that momentum into today and tomorrow, and have a good day Thursday and a good night Thursday night, who knows what will happen on Friday? We'll see.
Right. Well, you said it all year, and you hadn't said it this morning, so we got to climb the ladder.
That's right.
Yes, we do. And it's almost like sometimes we're in survival mode, and you really remained healthy the last couple of weeks. We got this week to remain healthy, and then we have a 2-week kind of grind, leading up to that opportunity against Mina that I know the kids are up for. And I hate to even bring it up because we do have a game this Friday night, but I know they're up for it. So we'll talk about that next week. But coaches, I'm excited about this week. I hate to have our last home game. Our home crowd has really been supportive this year. We've had some great stands filled. Our student section's been on fire.
Yep.
But it is what it is, and the end of the season's coming. So anything else to add before we log off this morning?
I just want to reiterate how proud we are of our kids and sticking with it and through tough times. I've been telling our senior high kids, tough times don't last, but tough people do. And so thank you to the crowd and the student section for being tough with us. We appreciate you, and we're going to do our best to put on a show on Thursday and Friday night. I'll say this, don't count us out because we're not going to lay down on you.
All right.
TCB.
TCB.
Go Dogs.